Cam, why don't you bring us into this one?
We're going with late.
Tell the folks who we are.
Oh, we're fantasy quick hits with Miles and Cam.
Oh my god, we're just recording I think this is our 7th episode that we're recording today
Yeah.
because we get together once a week and we just try to hammer stuff out. And so anyway,
We are going to talk about the late round quarterback draft spot or
strategy.
Strategy.
Yep.
Yep.
So, and now if you were running this, if you were the host, you'd say, Miles, what do you think a late round quarterback draft strategy means?
Miles, what do you think a late round quarterback strategy draft is?
It seems pretty obvious just by the way you worded it. I think you feel like you're leading a horse to water, but you can't make me drink.
Yeah.
Used to be you could get quarterback value after the 10th round. That's what a late round quarterback is. You filled out all your other starting positions, and you've probably got some backups. I never used to take a quarterback until the 12th round. That was just the way things
We only drafted 11.
So, that's a different. I'm making a note. You talk.
Okay. So yeah, I know when I started Miles, he had the analogy like he was just explaining that he'd take a late round quarterback and just kind of pray that the guy'd keep him above water because he wanted to hammer running backs with those, with the extra, not giving up the extra position for quarterback. But I'm the total opposite. I think you have to have a top 5 quarterback if you want to win in dynasty football.
Not just dynasty in all football.
Yeah.
It used to be that you could get value in those later rounds because there was not that much, unless you had one of those top guys, you could get the same value by drafting what was essentially quarterback 2. You could platoon those guys, and you can get the same value. But now, because there's so many more rushing quarterbacks, you must take one of those top 5 or 6 guys, because like last year, the top 3 quarterbacks were just so far above and beyond the other guys. They were just like blowing them out of the water.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can always find that one, the one that's going to be the new up and comer for this year, 9th, 10th, 11th round, the Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, the Deshaun Watson, stuff like that. And they'll propel you because they're amazing athletes and stuff like that. But you want the dual threat.
Yeah.
You got to have the dual threat.
Was it 3 or 4 years ago? I remember Grace picked up Lamar Jackson, was like 13th round, and he took her. I think she played in the championship that year. I don't remember, but anyway, he was a late round quarterback and he worked. So there are like Brock Purdy. I picked him up off the waiver wire, and when he played, he helped me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He did. But he was not a league winner.
Yeah.
It's harder to identify. The industry has gotten better at identifying those league winning quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And it's like Lamar Jackson has not, everybody still attaches a big value to his name, but he hasn't been.
He's hot and cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might be better for we're working on a league now where we have best ball scoring. We run it like a traditional league, but we have best ball scoring. And so you might want to pick up 2 guys, 2 to 3 quarterbacks in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's late round quarterback, not really a thing anymore. And I remember being in drafts, people picked Tom Brady in the first round, and that was back in the older days. And I'm like, man, that didn't need to happen. He wasn't a running quarterback, but he was the biggest name in football.
Yeah.
Like actual football players, like good quarterbacks doesn't necessarily mean you want them for fantasy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like last year,
Herbert.
And like Justin Fields, real life Bears suck.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, Lucas,
yeah,
Bears Nation.
Weedall. Oh wait, no, he's a Vikings. I know. I just had to throw that jab in there.
Oh yeah, but
he probably should.
In real life, I wouldn't
go Lions.
Yeah. And so in real life, I really don't want him, but for fantasy, I will draft Justin Fields.
Yep.
It feels icky to do so because the Bears are just a hot
Him and
mess.
DJ Moore are going to be a top 10.
Yeah, see, and I just traded away DJ Moore. So, and Khalil Herbert. But I got Waddle.
Yeah.
So
And no,
I just-
and yeah, that's going down another rabbit hole. I think Herbert, or didn't Tua get hurt or something happened? Or no, one of the
one of the linemen, he's back. Here, he's not going to be out. He,
Okay,
he's
that's
going to be
good.
out for a little bit. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
might be working a trade for Tua in that league later.
Yeah.
Cam and I. And I was like, I want to wait to see how this turns out. So, what country's capital is growing the fastest? Ireland. Every day it's Dublin.
Jesus. Oh man,
Oh, I got a reaction.
you got to see the punchline on that one, Miles. looked
I
at me
once
and-
had a dream I was floating in an ocean of orange soda. It was more of a fantasy.
Okay, this
Sometimes he says he gets it, and
I
then
got
I
that
don't
one too.
think he gets it.
I had a Fanta orange pop before,
Everybody wants a Fanta.
but
Fanta.
do you like Fanta or Sunkiss better?
I don't like orange soda anymore. I used it when I was a child.
I like Sunkiss.
Ooh, when I was a child, I enjoyed child's things, but when I gave up, God, how does that go? When I became a man, I gave up my childish ways.
Okay.
Now I drink Diet Pepsi. So that's been Fantasy Quick Hits. There's rambling with Miles and Cam.